baby. You look so good, it hurts. 'Cause I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. Girl, the way you're looking right now makes me wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I'm wide awake, but you still sleep. And I just can't help but stare. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Just wanna pull your body back and proceed to play your hair. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I wish I didn't have to go anywhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go. But I gotta go. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. I gotta go, baby. I don't wanna leave your side, but I gotta go, baby. Girl, the way you're looking right now makes me wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I'm wide awake, but you still sleep. And I just can't help but stare. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Just wanna pull your body back and proceed to play your hair. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I wish I didn't have to go anywhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna it's 7:30. I'm all ready. You got my t-shirt on, baby, looking sexy. Oh my God, I can't take it. Days like this, I feel like work is overrated. But I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go right now, baby. I gotta go, baby. I don't wanna go, baby. I don't wanna go right now, but I gotta go, baby. I gotta go, baby. Girl, the way you're looking right now makes me wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I'm wide awake, but you still sleep. And I just can't help but stare. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. Just wanna pull your body back and proceed to play your hair. Don't wanna go nowhere. Don't wanna go nowhere. I wish I didn't have to go anywhere.
You know what it is, the boy, the kid, the boy, the one and only Moody Wuz Here. And we back for the last time, man. You did what you said you was gonna do. You did it when you said you was gonna do it, and you didn't hold back. You gave everything that you could. You let everybody give everything that they had. Tonight is it, the season finale. It's season finale, so we gotta go out hard. And you know how the way we can do that, and that's the Moody way. So, this is the beginning of the end. And the end of the beginning, Moody Wuz Here.
Smitty did it, nigga.
You can't tell, like it's can't see a book. See it, just enough to tell, like, back in the building, man. We back in the building, man. It's the one and only the kid, man. It's another perfect Thursday night in Jonesboro, Arkansas. But Jonesboro, Arkansas is none other than Moody Land, man. I'm feeling real smooth and sexy with this music right here, big. Dang. I'm about to go down to the KLEK and get on that late night radio special. You know what it is. The boy, the kid, DJ Moody Moo. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the boy, the kid, the boy, the one and only Moody Wuz Here, and we are back in the building once again with another special guest, man. It's the season finale, man. We have come a long way from the first time, man. Believe it or not, despite it being we have so many episodes before this, it was a little hectic getting this thing started for this last episode. But nonetheless, we are here. We came as we are as we came. You feel me? And tonight I do have a special guest in the building. I say this often, but I definitely have someone special tonight, someone near and dear to my heart, someone that I have known for, I don't know, about like at least 9 to 8 years, 10 years. I know that don't sound a lot, but once you realize how old she is, that'll sound a lot. The math will start mathing in a minute, most definitely. But definitely something that I've been looking forward to. Like I said, mental health is something that we started out. We've seen so many people thus far since we started this mission, and it's continued to move forward. We met and heard so many stories thus far, but we had to always remember that it definitely starts with the youth, starts with the teens, and she is here tonight standing on the front lines to represent and hold it down for those who are going to be in her age bracket. Like I said, the teens, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe she's a teen at this point, honestly. So you know what it is. Without further ado, DJ King Vic, A-State's #1 DJ, is back in the building once again, and we about to get this intro started like we doing this for the last time for a little bit. DJ King Vic, give me my intro music. Let me get these vocals wet and ready to go because I'm about to go hard in the paint. DJ King Vic, if y'all wish y'all could see him, he got the silk do-rag on tonight, but that boy's sexy, you hear me? He's sexy, you hear me, man? Oh my gosh, is that Moody? Yeah, that's him. Oh my gosh, is that Moody? Yeah, that's him. Oh my God, Moody was Yeah! Moody Wuz Here once again, back in the building, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We up in Jonesboro, Arkansas, but like I said, it's the one and only Moody Land, and tonight we got a special guest in the building. You might see her on the street doing her dance. She might be up in the city doing her dance. She might be everywhere in the club. Nah, wait a minute, she ain't in the club. She too young to be in the club. She better not be in the club. Y'all know what it is. But y'all might see her everywhere on with Nailtown High School, holding it down for the dance squad, the one and only Zharia Scales. I love it. In the club, I didn't even know that was still cool to do. I'm about to be dugging all the time. If Z Scale do it, then I'm about to be doing it then. You feel me? Z, how you living?
Man, living life.
I love it. Look at Z, man. I can't even, it's so hard looking at her. She's so grown now. Oh my God. You driving now and stuff?
Is.
Like a car?
Yes, like a car.
Not like one of the Tonka toys or nothing like that?
I'm driving that black 2014 Kia Optima.
Get out of here. Come on now. Catch us swerving through traffic. You hear me? No doubt. Well, Z, man, I definitely appreciate you coming here tonight, man. Like I told you, this is your world. This is your platform. You say what you want to say. Don't say what you want to say, man. It's all about you tonight, for sure. So,
period.
But before we get started, before I give you the floor, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked the first person on episode 1, and we're going to end it the same way we started. Z, are you happy today?
I am.
I love to hear that. Y'all make some noise for some happiness in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Most definitely. So, Z, like I said, it's one of the things about being on this platform. We talk about mental health. It takes a little bit of courage to get out here and talk about that stuff and everything like that. You know, me and you have spoken between ourselves, like in privacy, about it every once in a while. But I'm definitely eager to kind of see and just kind of like where you are with it, and also kind of like where you see it just from your standpoint, being in high school, seeing everybody, your peers and everything like that. I guess I want to know first off is kind of what is mental health still something that is that something that is talked about at school? Is that something that the teachers bring up or amongst your friends? Or kind of like what's the temperature when it comes to that?
Like when it comes to mental health now, like in school, they only bring it up when somebody commits. Like that's the only time it's really just brought up, or when it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And they're like, make sure you check on your people, stuff like that. But it's not like always talked about. It's
Yeah.
talked about when something happens.
I got you. And that's the thing. That's the sad part about it, honestly. It only comes up whenever something happens. And that's like being reactive instead of proactive. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of like also touch on for us, like with yourself. You know, even amongst your friends, are y'all comfortable enough, like with your closest friends? Do y'all have like those certain conversations to kind of check in on each other? Like, how does that look?
Like, I have this one friend where, like, we've been close for years. We'll do random check-ins, like, hey, how are you? How's your life? And we just be able to have those deep conversations that is confidential, so your business just won't be out in the street or anything. It's just real close.
Word. No, that's most definitely. Having that confidence that you can lean on somebody so you don't feel like you said you worrying about what you can say and what you can't say. I guess one of the things I would definitely want to ask, just because, one, like I said, you know, though you're growing into a young woman, you know, you're still going to be in my eyes like little Z. And you're still, like I said, getting to a point in your life where you're 18 and you're trying to move it forward in your life and like that. When it comes to like getting that certain level of advice and certain level of help whenever you come to that standpoint, when it comes to mental health, is there someone or is there something that you do, I guess, kind of like some steps that you take whenever you feel yourself kind of going in a certain direction?
Like, I would say music. Music is like what gets me out of everything. Like certain songs, like different lyrics, it just like makes me stop and think like, hey, I know you're going through something, but it could be this way. So think of it this way. Kind of like find a silver lining of everything.
I feel that. Do you have a go-to song?
I got a whole playlist. I don't have a go-to song. I got a whole playlist.
Man, the playlist. If off the top of your head, give me like one song. Cause like I said, I'm trying to check to see how cool I am at this point. Like trying to see if I know this song as well. If you got one song, the first song to come off your head, what do you think it is?
Probably Blunt Blowing by Lil Wayne.
Hey.
That's my go-to. That's my go-to.
I know that song.
That's my go-to.
I love it. Hey, I told her this her flow. She gonna say what she gonna say. That's it. No, I'm with it. You can't never go wrong with Wayne anyway. You feel me?
He a lyricist. You have to listen to the words.
Exactly. I'm with it. I'm with it. I ain't no kickback for me at all. I'm with it. I love it. So it just got me too. So one of the things that we talked to prior for you coming on here, just for as like certain points in your life that you kind of like felt a certain level of darkness that you went down to. Was there a period in your life that you felt that things were like a little bit more overwhelming than normal?
Like, after my dad passed away in 2014, I feel like our family just faced death after death after death after death. So that's like a little dark period because there was just so much going on at one time. And I'm like 8 or 9, like, what 8 or 9-year-old want to deal with all that?
No, I deal that. I feel that most definitely. And I can relate to that as well on my own personal, within your own timeline as well. Right before Dee's passed, which is my frat brother. I forgot to mention that. Her father's my frat brother. Right before he passed, my auntie and my little cousin, they had passed. So they passed in November, which will be coming up here shortly, their anniversary. And then that next couple months in March, that's when Dee passed or whatever. So then another one down the road was another close friend of mine. So like I was hitting it with back to back to back as well. So I can definitely relate. I was going through it as well during that time. Just having to like go through that, especially like at a young age. I know, like I said, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to remember like so much of anything or whatever. If not to take away that you don't remember anything like that, but I know that's a lot to kind of process. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever get to a point that you felt like you started to need to have? Did you have like certain questions? Because I know at 8 and 9, it's probably kind of tough to formulate certain questions and get a certain understanding of it. So what point in your life did you feel like you started asking questions?
I feel like right after my dad passed away and then my great grandma passed away, my question was just why? Like, why did this have to happen now? Like, why couldn't this wait till I got older? Because now I have to go through life without these major people. Like, why? Just why?
Right. And that's always a question that we always tend to ask, is why. We want an explanation for everything. That's the most human nature thing to do. And that's one of those things that I feel that we as humans have yet to still figure out you know, why for a lot of certain things, especially when it comes to death. You know, especially when it comes to death, not only from some on the outside, but especially when you start facing it for your own self, for your own personal reasons. Though you might not got those answers of why, do you feel like do you feel like you are at a point to where you have peace with it?
Yeah, so I've gotten to the point where I've like accepted like, cause death is just one of the things you just can't control. It just happens. So you have to like be able to accept it, move on, and live with it. And now that it's been so long, I've been able to cope with it and understand and just live with it.
I got you. And that's good. That's good. Like I said, a lot of times it's a struggle to get through that point at all times. At all times, it's definitely been like one of those things to where, you know, it's a journey. And like I said, you have to start that journey at a very young age. And like I said, you'll continue to go through it now. But, you know, look at yourself right now. You're sitting here in front of the mic, talking to people, being someone who can be a voice to those who are going to be able to hear it, whoever wants to hear it and everything like that. So I definitely applaud you for that for sure. And I'm glad you brought that up. And I meant to say it earlier because it would have been a better transition, but I'm still learning how to be the best host because I am the best host at all times anyway. You know it. But you probably don't remember this, but whenever it was at D-Weight, I was there. It was like right across the street from my gym at the time. So I go across the street. I didn't know where it was, and then they sent me the address. I'm like, oh, that's just right there, or whatever. I could look at my gym right in the corner. So I go, and I'm like, I rush up there, and you know, I'm looking at them like right there, and somebody come up behind me, one of my friends, Ashley. She touched me. She said, hold it in, cause she could see me start. I was about to ball up in there. And she told me, she's like, don't let his daughter see you cry. And I was like, where's she at? And you were standing right next to me or whatever. So you were right next to me when I went up there to see your dad for that last time, and I can still see you just like it was yesterday, the curiosity in your eye. Like when you were saying just why, like I said, you as like 8, 9 years old at that time, I could tell you were just so curious more than anything about like kind of what was going on and kind of like why he was in that position and like that. Moving forward in your life, and like you said, you had that why. Where does that curiosity take you now when it comes to figuring out certain questions, especially if that gets to the point to where you're contemplating, you know, suicide or anything of like that? You know, when it comes to death as a whole, where do you see yourself learning how to cope with that outside of music, blunt blowing, outside of your home girls, outside of like your family, you know, internally? Like, where do you see yourself like really honing into to like deal with that?
I just think about the goals that I've set in place for myself. Because years from now, I see myself being a professional dancer, have my name in lights. Like, I have all these big dreams, and I can't do that if I take myself out the world.
I'm with that.
I got to be here in order to do that.
That's true. Got to be here to make it happen, and that's something that I'm definitely going to make sure you're here, make sure that you're doing and everything like that. With the dancing, so tell me about the dance. How did you get started in the dancing? Because like I said, I've seen you perform a couple times and everything. So, like, tell me, like, more about that because you're very expressive whenever you're dancing. Like, where did that energy come from, and like how did it start and everything?
Okay, so I first started out doing karate up until my dad passed away. I did it for a little bit after he passed away, but then I kind of got burned out. And then I think it was like elementary school, I won a door prize for like free dance classes, and I did that for a little bit. I was like, nah, I'd rather do karate. And then I was like, I'm burned out, so I need something else to do. Let's go back to dance. I was about 9 years old. Did it, loved it. Now I got to do it for the rest of my life. I got a problem.
That's not no problem at all. That's the thing about me. Like I tell everybody, whenever I got to the point that I was so in the dark space with my mental health, I started thinking about things that I loved as a child, as a teen, and everything like that. And that's when I started like getting back into art. You know, do you use the dance in order to like, whenever the music, the blunt blowing ain't right, hitting right, do you use that as the way as like a release in order to like kind of get yourself in a better space?
Yeah, dance is my way to express myself. Like, I'm a hip hop dancer, so it's like all the hard hitting movements, like lets out all the anger or the depression, because I'm focused on putting on a show and not killing myself.
I'm with that. And that's good. Like I said, just finding that way in order to like, utilize everything that you have. That's one of the things that we got to always think about, just the resources that we have, the people that we have, and everything that we already equipped with. We already say that we're born with everything we have, and I'm like a firm believer with that. Everything that you need inside, you got to utilize that in order to like figure out whatever's in front of you, no matter what it is. So that dance is very powerful, very strong. I'm big on dancing as well. I used to be a crumper back in the day. I used to be a crumper, but you know, oh my God.
It's giving Stomp the Yard.
Oh yeah, no, Choke. Listen, Stomp the Yard was my era.
Dancing in the rain.
Stomp the Yard. If you never danced in the rain, have you even really danced?
No,
to be
like
honest?
if you're not dancing in the rain, what are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
I'm about to flap my everything. Most definitely. So I gotta ask you a question, because like I said, me, especially whenever you get quote unquote older, you kind of get somewhat stuck in your old ways, right? So I want to hear from you. What do you feel like that there's something, like you said, it only gets brought up when something happens? You know, if you rule the world, if you were over everything in your school, your administration, everything like that, what do you feel should be done in order to like make sure that you're more proactive than reactive? In a perfect world, Z, how would you be on, what plan of action would you put in place for mental health?
Speak on it. Talk about it. Like, don't let it be the black sheep conversation. Like, something's wrong, you need to fix the problem. Because if you don't speak on it, you'll never know, and you can't fix the potential problem if you don't speak on it. Because a closed mouth don't get fed.
Come on now.
So if you're not speaking on the problem, then nobody can help you, or you can't help somebody else if it's just a not talked about conversation.
How comfortable do you feel like teens are about speaking about it these days?
Teens aren't really comfortable because we feel like y'all don't understand. Because there's like she's 15, she's 16, what does she know about having mental health issues? What does she know about depression? Depression doesn't have an age limit. Like, you can go through anything. Like, stuff happens. Like, and it takes a toll on you mentally that doesn't have an age limit on that. So I feel like that's why it's not talked about with teens, because we feel like we're going to get judged for it, or we're going to be looked at differently for it. So that's why it's not spoken on.
Got you. That's real talk right there. I mean, most definitely. How does one get to the point, someone like me, how does one get to the point to where they can approach a teen and say, hey, listen, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to do anything like that. I know even still come from me as a stranger, in a sense, you know, how would they be receptive to someone like me? Do you feel like they'll be receptive to coming to do something like you're doing, speak on a platform? Do you feel like that would be kind of a good starting space, or would it still need some warming up to do?
Maybe like a little warming up, build a connection, and just like, maybe if you speak on it first, put yourself out there, then they'll feel, well, he spoke on it. He's comfortable telling me, so I should be comfortable with telling him.
I'm with that.
He can confide in me, so I can confide in him, type of thing. Like, you got to start a connection, build on it, warm it up, and then just be able to just, ta-da.
I'm with that. Now, in the same voice, I'm going to play devil's advocate right now. Social media. Now, they say you saying that y'all not about speaking about it, talking about it, and all that. But, however, when I get on my timeline, that's all I see people talking about, and I see teens opening up about it and speaking of it like that. Why are they more comfortable speaking about it on social media to thousands versus one-on-one?
Because when you're on social media, you have that comfort of nobody's going to come to me in my face and talk to me. Because speaking on the phone and speaking face-to-face are two different things.
That's true.
Because when you're speaking face-to-face, you can see the person's expression. You can hear their tone. But when you're on social media, it's just words. That's all it is, words. You're reading it. You can perceive it any way you want to. So it's easier to just let me type some words and let me talk to somebody.
See, I'm with that. That was damn near the perfect answer. God, I'm with that, most definitely. I feel that right there. So definitely that's one thing I see. Like I said, just that openness in regards to like social media. So, you know, it's one of those things to where we're going to have to like figure out a way in order to like balance it out a little bit of that sort, in order to like have them comfortable to that way that social media is not that first line of, you know, writing whenever it comes to that sense or whatnot. Whenever you're on social media, and I feel like everybody has at some point, and if you haven't, you haven't, and that's cool or whatnot. But have there been times that you've seen a friend, and not even have to be a friend, but just someone that you know that you follow or something like that, them express themselves that, man, they might be actually getting to a certain point. You can kind of relate to them and connect them in a certain way or whatnot, to where they're starting to get a little bit deeper and darker in their statuses. Do you reach out, or do you kind of tell somebody else of higher authority, or do you kind of just, just watch passively from a little bit from behind the way, just kind of see how things play out?
When I see like friends, family, anybody post stuff like that, and I can reach out to them, I will. If we're on that connection level where I can just, hey, I know what you're going through. I've been through this. I'll tell my story. Like, hey, this happened to me at a young age. I've been able to grow from it. Let me help you. And if it's beyond my power, then I go to someone like a parent or like a counselor or something like that, because I want that person, they should be here. Right. So they need help. Right. I need to give that help. I need to be their light. That's how I look at it.
I'm with that. Keep being that light. Keep being that light. Most definitely. We're going to go ahead and take a break right here. When we come back, we're going to keep diving in a little bit more. I want to kind of connect with you more on a little personal level, just kind of see where you're at in life. Because like I said, for me, honestly, this is more about me catching up with you. You know I love to talk to you and catch up with you whenever I can. So in the meantime, in between time, if y'all haven't already done it, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know which camera Vic got me on right now, but either way, I know I'm looking good in it, whichever way it is. So make sure y'all do that. Go get your popcorn, go to the bathroom, do what it is. But when I come back, y'all know what it is. Moody Wuz Here.
No more, don't love me no more. I said, why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time if you don't love me no more? Don't love me no more. Don't waste none of my time. Don't waste my time. If you really love me, you wouldn't do the things you do. Wouldn't do the things you do. If you really love me, we wouldn't believe in the lies even though they're not true. Don't believe the lies. Cause something's missing and I'm trying to figure it out. Cause you've been acting different. When was the last time you smiled? But if you leave, I get it, don't mind me. I love you, but we don't deserve to be unhappy. You go your way, I'll go mine. We don't have to waste no time. Just let me know right now. If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. I said, why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. Don't waste none of my time. Don't waste my time. What do you mean when you say you love me? I gotta know. 'Cause I feel like a dummy leading me on. So you do it now. You're doing me wrong. And it's so foolish how you play with my heart. I gave it to you right from the start. Yeah, I might need that back. I ain't tryna say that you need me. You can take it, you can leave it. Girl, you better believe it. You got a good man at the crib. So keep on acting up. You gon' be backing up. Go ahead and hit that door. If you don't love me no more. No more. Why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? No more. No more. Don't waste none of my time. Don't waste my time.
Say, I love me a southern man. Back in the day, I heard an old woman say, ain't nothing like a southern man. Nothing like a southern man. I asked her how could she tell them apart. She put her hand right on her heart. By the way that he wears his pants. It's by the way that he wears his pants. Yeah. Now she was talking in riddles so deep, I thought she was talking about his jeans. Till Mr. Charlie walked up with a smile on his face, and now I see just what she mean. That man got a smooth walk. He kinda growl when he talk. Ain't shy to no hard work. He love his mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids is his. He gon' raise them like they is. It's hard to find one, but if you can, you better get you a southern man. That woman was so proud with that man on her arm. Had me trying to chase him down all over town to see if he had a son. She said, Charlie ain't perfect, he just a man, but he's everything I need. And now I want nothing other than a smooth southern brother that's head over heels for me. I took that woman at her word, and now I'm happy as can be. And if you listen to what we're saying to you, you'll see just what we mean. A southern man got a smooth walk.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. We back in the building, man. Moody, man. We are here in the building. Moody was here, and I'm up in here with Z Scales. You know how it is, man. The one and only Z Scales. So I'm not gonna lie, your answers, like I'm not, now I'm like really going back in my head, everything you said, those some fire responses. You ain't looked them up, did you?
No.
Like, you better than I am. Don't come in here trying to take my show. This is all I got. This is all I have right here. They always trying to replace you with somebody younger and more beautiful than you. So you can't come, don't come for my spot, you hear me? But Z, man, I definitely appreciate you being here tonight, man. I'm enjoying this thus far. We're going to dive in a little bit more and everything of that sort. When's your next dance competition first, before I forget?
March or April?
March. All right. March, okay.
March comes first. March.
The way they set these calendars up these days. No doubt, man. Y'all make sure y'all be looking out for that, man. Z Scales, man. She could be performing in March or April. If April comes before March, if March becomes April, one of the two. But y'all make sure y'all be looking out for it. Most definitely. So, and how old are you right now?
I am 16, but I'll be 17 in November.
Oh my God. So, were you like a junior?
Yes.
You about to leave? Where you gonna go to school? What's the plan? What's the plan?
I'm leaving Arkansas. Like, dipping.
I'm done with this show. Who signed off on this? Oh my God. Oh my God.
You said you.
You gonna let her leave?
She coming with me.
Oh my God. You gonna go with her?
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory up in this thing. All right. You know what? I hate I asked now. I don't even want to know that. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that at all for sure. All right. Anywho, back to the topic at hand. So you're 17 now. Some people would like to call you grown-ish. You know what I mean? And I know, like I said, that's come with a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, a lot of struggle. But I'm definitely hoping that the joys and the good definitely outweigh that for sure. Would you say that?
Most definitely.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's what I like to see. Because every time I see you, you always smiling, always got good energy around you. You definitely make me feel like I'm somebody whenever you see me. Because you can spot me from miles away, and then you come running up to me. I'm like, yep, there you come.
Like I saw him across the street, and I ran across the street to go say hey.
Without looking in traffic.
Nope, I ran.
Almost didn't make it to college. That's for sure. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you better look. Don't let these pedestrians walk fool you.
No, I went. When I see my people, I gotta go.
I love it. So I'm glad. I love it. And like I said, you have got to, like I said, you're 17 now. And like I said, you're getting ready to get on out of here. But like I said, the majority of your life has been, without D. And like I said, your father, I keep saying that as everybody knows that, who he is, and without your father, D Scales and everything like that. So kind of how would you describe, if you had to write a one-page note, how would you describe just as far as growing up without your father? What is that like?
Very different. It's a learning curve, kind of. Like I have to learn things differently. I feel like it's not the same. Like when you have somebody that acts exactly like you, just around you all the time, always doing something. Like it's weird when they're just gone. You have to do stuff differently. You have to learn how to do without. Like, I'm so glad that my mom is the way that she is because she helped me. She's like, go girl. So
I'm with that. I'm with that, and that's something that, like I said, I know that there's got to be, like I said, a learning curve when it comes to it. To that sense, I was lucky to have a stepfather. My biological dad. He was in and out of my life, and like I said, and still to this day he is. But like I said, we're getting to the point that we're gonna, reconnect for sure. But like I said, I can definitely kind of relate to it in a sense. Not all the way, obviously, like how you are or whatnot, but just having that learning curve to where trying to figure out things because you get so much from them biologically, things that you do that you want to like kind of ask the question like, why did I do this and where did I get this from, or why I look this way, or why I walk this way, and why do I think March comes after April and things like that. You know what I mean? So I definitely get it for sure. If there is something on do you feel like there was something that stands out to you when it comes to like a question or questions or something that you felt that you wanted to ask D?
I would say, what do you see me doing? Like, I already know what I see myself doing, but what do you see me doing? Like, because we think the same on a lot of things. I just want to know what he thinks. I've always want to know when I make decisions, what would he think? What would he say?
I'm with that. I'm with that. And just, I'm with that. That's a great question to ask. And that's one of those things that I'm sure the people around you gonna always have like a little piece of D in different aspects, and they can say, "Oh, it was this way." He would probably say this, or he would probably say that, and he would probably say this and that. And I'm gonna give you my version of what I feel like D would say. D was always one of those ones that he was a free thinker. He was never all about like trapping anybody's mind. He wasn't about trapping his own mind of that sort. So the biggest thing he would always I know he would encourage you to do. He would encourage me as well to do is like always think freely, always think outside the box, and then whenever you think about it, don't be ashamed of it. So for us, like what you would be doing, as long as you were giving your 100%, which you already do, especially when it comes to like dancing and like pursuing that, he would love that because that's unorthodox. He didn't like color inside the lines, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to be outside the box at all times. And that's what he always did. One of his last conversations me and him had, he was talking to me about this business idea that he had. And he was saying, man, he's like, Moo, he's like, I want to like open this barbershop. But whenever you come and just listen to it, listen. And I'm telling you, this is what he said. I'll never forget. Me and him was sitting out just when I had my first gym. And him and I was down there just hanging out. And he was at the barbershop. There used to be a barbershop by my gym. So he was down there. Me and him was down there just chilling, just standing outside. And he was like, I want to open a barbershop. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, wait. He's like, but not like a regular barbershop or whatever. He's like, I want to open a barbershop where it's like kind of like a full service. You get your nails done, you get your feet done, you get your hair done, then you can go to the other side and then you can shop and everything or whatnot. I know it sounds like not
that sounds like something he would come up with.
I'm telling you, this is exactly what he told me. And I'm like, bro, that's gonna be a great idea. And fast forward some years later, like I said, after he had passed, that was something for a moment that I actually attempted to do. Like I said, and like as I was going through that process, trying to do the barbershop and the boutique type of deal, I always kept it in my mind to where like I kept thinking like, man, this is probably not gonna work. People are not gonna like it. But then I was like, well, I know at least one person who did.
Yeah, I know one person
would have. So if one person was like, there's got to be some more like that. But that to be said, like he would definitely want you to like, don't look back on whatever's going through your mind in regards to like what you want to do, because like with him and me, like I said, it only takes one person to like support one thing, and he would have been that one person for whatever you would have tried to do. So like, man, most definitely, that's my bit on what he would think you would do. He would just want you to just go full at it and not even, don't color inside the lines at no time and everything. So Z, my next question I'm gonna ask you is, how do you see yourself as you're getting ready to transition to be in the world and moving forward with everyone in regards to parents, your family, aunties, uncles, older cousins, your father frat brothers. Now you're about to be on your own, in a sense. I know mom gonna come with you, but even still, like, you're gonna be on your own. Are you ready for that?
I feel like I'm ready because my mom prepared me. But also, if I do struggle, I know I have great people in my corner to fall back on.
Are you gonna use those people?
Most definitely. You
For
got
real,
to
for
use
real?
your resources. You
with
ain't trying if you ain't using your resources.
it. Listen, your response is like on point. You better be for real.
I am for real. I'm so for real.
Listen, if my phone get dry when you leave here, I'm gonna be hot. You talking about somebody running across traffic, I'm gonna be running across state lines to find you. Now, even before we get up off here, I want to like give you the mic, let you have the floor. Anything that you want to say, it don't matter what it is, off topic, on topic, whatever the case may be. If you want to deliver a message to the world, if you want to speak directly to anybody, whatever the case may be. When you leave here tonight, I want you to be feeling good about whatever you said and everything you said. Because like I said, you've been phenomenal this entire interview, and I just can't even put the words together right now. I think once I kind of go back and look back and watch it like I always do, it's still going to kind of like start resonating. But if there's anything that you can say right now that you want to say, and whatever it is, don't matter. You got the floor right now.
Okay, people of the world.
Sound like Pinky in the Brain.
People of the world. If y'all are thinking about doing something, do it. Nobody's stopping you. I don't care what this person say. I don't care what this person say. Do it. I know you're thinking about it. You probably been thinking about it for like 700 years. Do it. Who's stopping you? Who gonna care? Do it.
That's it. Let's do it. Just do it.
Make like Nike and just do it.
Make it like Nike and just do it. I'm with it. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to keep doing it. Like I said, the podcast is going to keep going. You're going to keep going, and everything that we put forward in front of us, we're going to keep moving forward in life. I'm so proud of you, for real.
Appreciate it.
I'm for real. Like, you just keep going, girl. Just keep going. Keep making us proud. And you don't be thinking about making us proud. You just keep going. Each day that you put a foot in front of the other one's going to be good enough for us, for sure. So y'all want to make some noise one last time for Zharia Scales, man. She came in the building, held it down for us, man. We're going to take this very last break, and when I come back, man, I'm gonna send y'all off for the last time for the season finale of Moody Wuz Here. This is the last episode. How you feel about being the last one?
I mean, I'm special.
Oh my God, listen, don't come take my job. I need this. I'm with it, most definitely. So I'm gonna see y'all here in just a second to send y'all off, man. Moody Wuz Here. Hey.
So right further ado, man, I'm gonna bring up the boy Antonio Cash. Get a boy a round of applause, man.
Damn, so the way you get this fever, burning up to the touch. Damn, son, the way you get this fever. Step back. Step back. When I walked in your house,
I called a million times, there's no answer. I know you see the phone ringing. Can you please answer? And now you're gone. You know I hate sleeping alone. This house just doesn't feel like a home. I need you back, just tell me what I need to do. Girl, I'll do anything. I can't breathe, come resuscitate me. Baby, you're everything I need. Everything I need. Without you, I feel like I'm gonna die. But with you, I'm feeling alive. Come back to me. Come back to me. I need you here with me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Oh, come on back. So we can fall
Yo, y'all know what it is, man. The boy, the kid, Moody Wuz Here, and this is it, man. It's about to be a wrap, man. Season 1 is in the book, man. I want to thank everybody that came out, everybody that's tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you choose to be here with me, Walter D, Moody. That's Moody if you didn't know how to spell it the first time and the last time. This is the season finale and the finale of the season, but this is just the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. Y'all will get that later. But in the meantime, in between time, I see y'all soon. Gonna take a little break in order to build up a little bit stronger so I can carry the rest of y'all on my back for another 2023. But y'all know what it is. What is it? Moody Wuz Here. Oh, Moody Wuz Here.
If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. I said, why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. Don't waste none of my time. Don't waste my time. If you really love me, you wouldn't do the things you do. Wouldn't do the things you do. If you really love me, we wouldn't believe in the lies even though they're not true. Don't believe the lies. Cause something's missing and I'm trying to figure it out. Cause you've been acting different. When was the last time you smiled? But if you leave, I get it, don't mind me. I love you, but we don't deserve to be unhappy. You go your way, I'll go mine. We don't have to waste no time. Just let me know right now. If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. I said, why you wanna waste my time? Why you wanna waste my time? If you don't love me no more, don't love me no more. Don't waste none of my time. Don't waste my time. What do you mean when you say you love me? I gotta know. 'Cause I feel like a dummy leading me on. So you do it now. You're doing me wrong. And it's so foolish how you play with my heart. I gave it to you right from the start. Yeah, I might need that back. I ain't tryna say that you need me. You can take it, you can leave it. You better believe it. You got a good man at the crib.